Hey, good evening and welcome to the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey. For Pope John Junior Lions, 7th and 8th grade lacrosse. Mike Formasano here calling tonight's action. Thank you so much for joining us for this scrimmage between the Pope John Junior Lions 7th and 8th grade team and the Mount Olive Marauders. Pope John coming off a championship in the Greater Morris County Tournament last May by defeating Mendon-Borough by a score of 14-8. But this is a different team this year. No longer do they have the 8th graders who have moved on to high school, names like Dante Lamb and Kellen Nelson and Johnny Kranga and Evan Wanamaker. And even head coach Kristen Vosa has moved on. And so a new coach for the Pope John Junior Lions this season, that is Ryan Rigby. Rigby taking over the 7th and 8th grade team along with varsity head coach Joe Della Fera coming in for the Pope John program. And new names coming in for 7th graders, and we'll go over the roster for Pope John in just a little bit. We've also got the returning 7th graders from last year now playing in 8th grade. We'll go over the full roster for Pope John in just a second. They are going to take on the Mount Olive Marauders tonight here in the Center Court Dome. We are just outside of Mount Olive High School. It's Mount Olive and Pope John, and that's next right here in the Center Court Dome on the Pope John Athletics channel.
Done? That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
You posted all videos for them?
Yeah, it's all in Pope John Athletics stuff.
Yeah, nice. Is that your background, or did they hire you, or you got a kid on there?
Yeah, we got a kid on there and everything. I've been doing it for the past few years.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Welcome back to the Center Court Dome outside of Mount Olive High School in Flanders, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Lacrosse, 7th and 8th grade. The Junior Lions coming off championship last May, won at the Southgate Fields at Del Barton Academy, and so they'll look to repeat this season, but the season's not underway just yet. Just a scrimmage between Pope John and Mount Olive. But let's go over the roster for the team for 2024. And we start, and again, if I get the names mispronunciated, we will try and correct those before the River Lax tournament in a couple of weeks. We'll also go over the schedule, too, for Pope John. So, number 1 is Malin Sedgwick. Number 2, Ryan Johnson. Number 3 is Jonathan Brugno. Number 4 is Vic Fiore. 5 is Colin Bauman. 7, Connor Clifford. 8 is Max Labanca. Number 9 is Mason Iglesias. 10 is Zach Cash. Number 11 is Vincent Maria. Number 12 is Kieran Elvin. 14, Tyler Rossi. Number 17, Emilio Barranco. 18 is Charlie Higgins. Number 22, Michael Formasano. Number 23, Brody Pilek. 26 is Andrew Maria. 25 is Ryder Javal. I don't have him on the roster, but that was his number last year, so I believe he's returning with the same number. When I got confirmation of that, I'll let you know. As I said, 26, Andrew Maria. 28 is Santiago Vargas Ramirez. 29 is Johnny Pippa. 34 is Stephen Leonard. 36, Hayden Marshall. Number 38, Eugene Merlino, but I believe he also goes by Ryder, so Ryder Merlino. Number 55 is Sutton Fullwood. And the goaltender for the Pope John Junior Lions 7th and 8th grade squad is number 72, Michael Morelli. The head coach of the Pope John Junior Lions is Ryan Rigby. Varsity head coach Joe Della Fera. Assistant coach Joe Buono. The program coordinator Beatrice Pippa. Athletic trainer Gerard Graziano. And the athletic director is Brian Carlson. I am Mike Formasano. We are here live inside the Center Court Dome for tonight's scrimmage between the Pope John Junior Lions and the Mount Olive Marauders. And again, we don't have names and numbers on the back of the jersey, so we're just going to kind of wing it and try and describe the action as best as possible, but let the visuals pretty much take over tonight. So while we're waiting for the game to get started, let's go over the roster. That's not the roster. We're going over the schedule for Pope John as we get into April and May. The season starts on April 14th as of right now with the River Lax tournament. That's usually held at Delaware Valley High School in Milford, Pennsylvania. Last year it was 4 games, about 30 minutes each game. And Pope John will take on 4 different opponents that they normally wouldn't see. I believe last year they played Malaxa, they played Nazareth. They also had a game against the Abington Heights team. So probably teams they won't see in a regular season will be in that tournament. The next day, Monday, April 15th, they're home against the Chester Bulldogs at Pope John High School. That game's scheduled for 4 p.m. On Thursday, April 18th, they go on the road to take on the Heritage Lancers. Saturday, April 27th, they're away again in Rockaway at Veterans Memorial Park in Denville to take on the Rockaway squad. Tuesday, April 30th, one more road game before they return home for a pair, the Del Barton Green Wave, and that will be quite a matchup in Morristown, New Jersey at Del Barton Academy. Del Barton and Pope John, who matched up in 2 great games last year, and we expected it to be the final, but something happened along the way to the final matchup, and Del Barton, who held a 4-goal lead in the fourth quarter, got upset by Mendon Borough as they won in overtime. So Mendon Borough, those Lions, matched up against the Pope John Lions. And Pope John won the championship. So we didn't get the dream matchup of Pope John and Del Barton in the final. Maybe this year, who knows? Then the Pope John Lions return home Tuesday, May 7th. They'll take on the Lenape Valley Patriots. It's a night game, 7:30 p.m., but by that point in time, it should be light enough to be able to play, as the sun will basically be up till about 8:30 and 9 o'clock in May and June. There's no lights at Pope John Field, so we'll see what happens if that game is still scheduled for 7:30 or if they decide to move it up to maybe an earlier time. Saturday, May 11th, a 4 p.m. matchup against the Verona Lacrosse team. And remember, Verona was the only squad that defeated Pope John last season. Pope John was 8-1, and they lost the last regular season game 9-7 in the township of Verona. But then they went into the playoffs and took care of Heritage and Mendon Borough to win the title. After the game at Pope John High School against Verona, next week, Saturday, May 18th, a road trip up to Warwick, New York, and Pope John will take on Warwick at 11:30 a.m. Tuesday, May 21st, back on the road again, the Lenape Valley Patriots at Lenape Valley High School in Stanhope. Thursday, May 30th, on the road to Rutherford to take on the Bulldogs. That's an 8:15 matchup. And then the final game scheduled as of right now, Friday, May 31st, an away game against Verona, township of Verona. So that's your schedule. 7 road games, 3 home, along with the River Lax tournament. I have not heard anything about the MetLife tournament, which the Pope John Junior Lions are usually in. We'll see if that is scheduled along the way. But again, we're just starting out here. This is a scrimmage tonight, so again, we're not really keeping score. The players don't have jerseys on. I'm trying to catch just different characteristics of who is each player. See, like, for example, Johnny Pippa and Hayden Marshall have their shooter shirts on underneath their pennies, so you can read the name from here, but when everything's moving around the field, that's going to be tough to see. All I know is that Michael Morelli will be in goal for Pope John, and he is number 72. But the rest of the players, we, as I said before, will just wing it. It'll be Pope John, the Junior Lions, the defending champions of the Greater Morris County Tournament, taking on the Mount Olive Marauders, and that is next right here at the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey. Come right back, and we will have the opening face-off.
a swig of that?
Butterfingers.
What, Timmy?
No, just
Welcome back to the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey, just outside the campus of Mount Olive High School, as the Pope John Junior Lions 7th and 8th grade squad gets set to take on the Mount Olive Marauders in a scrimmage here on this Monday night. Again, not a regular season game. Season hasn't started, so we are just going to have a scrimmage between the two teams. In fact, earlier tonight, before the 7th and 8th grade squad took the field, the Pope John Junior Lions 5th and 6th grade team took on Mount Olive right here and played very well. Again, no score. The team looks sharp, and we'll see what the 5th and 6th graders can do throughout the season. But I'll tell you, Pope John and the Junior Lions starting to build that championship legacy. Last May, again, the lacrosse team winning the championship over the fall. The Pope John Junior Lions 13 and under football team winning the regional championships or actually it was a regional final they went to against Downingtown, but they won their league title against Linden. And so you have a title in lacrosse, one in football. Then in hockey, the Pope John middle school team won the Skylands Youth League this year, defeating West Milford Pequannock 5-3 in the finals a couple of weeks ago. And even the 8th grade boys basketball team winning their Hoop Heaven League in Whippany, New Jersey. They went ahead and won that title. So Pope John athletics, the Junior Lions level, really starting to make their mark. And that will nothing but help the Pope John Lions on the varsity and high school level, as you have a fresh crop of athletes coming through the middle school program into high school. So we're excited for this lacrosse season, and we'll try and bring as many games as possible. And again, on the channel, we'll try and add some other sports. We did boys and girls basketball this winter, along with hockey. We have the boys lacrosse we'll cover, possibly some girls lacrosse, possibly some baseball and softball. We'll see. We'll see what we can add, and then kind of go from there. But anyway, teams look like they're getting set to get the game started. The scrimmage started, I should say. And we're going to go ahead and take one more break before we come back to the Center Court Dome and have opening face-off between the Pope John Junior Lions and the Mount Olive Marauders. And that's next right here in Flanders, New Jersey. Come right back.
That's what he's telling me. And I'm like, Tim, you're letting the guys run out. He's like, oh, that was last night. I'm like, dude. All right, so hear me out. Steve, question for you. Oh, you're on the other side. I was arguing with the referee. No, I'm off. Partner's on. Yes, but you're on the other side. You're starting first. No one got possession. The defense going to be attacked now, coming out of the box before anyone has possession. Is that okay? They have to wait. So I don't know why he's telling me they don't have to wait. And our fucking team got cold. I don't know what sport he played. Ballet, I mean, ballet doesn't.
Coach, we got 2 cones for the box, or?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we got 2 cones.
I got cones, guys.
Welcome back to the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey, just outside the campus of Mount Olive High School for Pope John Junior Lion Lacrosse, 7th and 8th grade. Mike Formersano along with you, calling today's scrimmage. Mount Olive in their red jerseys, and they've got numbers on the back of the jersey. Pope John in their blue pennies. Some numbers not consistent. We will try and call it as best as possible. We got Connor Clifford right in front of us, wearing number 9 tonight. And again, the numbers that we had on the roster, they're not going to really apply tonight. So Pope John will be going right to left on your screen in their blue pennies. Mount Olive left to right. Number 14 will take the face off for Mount Olive. Looks like Ryan Johnson at the face-off. And here we go. Mount Olive and Pope John from the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey. And there's a whistle. And Pope John loses possession over to number 2 for Mount Olive, being chased down by number 21 for Pope John. Number 7 on it for the Lions. Goes back over to Mount Olive. Here's number 4. He'll take it and pass it over to his goalkeeper. Goalkeeper number 1 for Mount Olive will send it all the way down the field. Waters pick it up, number 39 towards the far sideline. Now number 50 with it for Mount Olive. On the left wing, passes behind the net. Mount Olive holds it there. Number 37 for the Marauders. Right on the side of the net behind Morelli's goal. Number 50. Inside. Shot. Saved by Morelli. Good save by Michael Morelli. And Pope John will take possession. Lions up the far sideline now into Mount Olive territory. Pass comes in to Marshall. Hayden Marshall with the shot. Deflected by number 4 for Mount Olive. It's behind the goal. Marshall fighting for it. Has possession, takes it back to the far corner. Pass over to number 7. Over to 21. And again, the numbers for the roster don't apply to what the practice numbers are going to be on the jerseys tonight. Shot on goal, saved by the Mount Olive goalkeeper. And the Marauders will take possession. Here's number 38 for Mount Olive. They'll pass it down the field over to number 14 right at the half field line. Intercepted by Pope John as they rush in. The shot on goal, saved by the Mount Olive goalkeeper. It's in his equipment. He's trying to find it. I think it's in his jersey. And it comes back out. He got tied up inside the jersey right near the waistline. But he was able to keep it out of the net. Now here's number 14 with it. Over to 50.
Spread out! Motion!
On the far wing. That's inside the number 8 for Mount Olive. Over to 50. And Pope John takes possession, and they'll race it up the field.
Charlie,
Pass in front, deflected, and it goes out of bounds. And we'll see who's closer. Again, the rule in lacrosse is whoever's closest to the ball as it goes out of bounds will either maintain possession if you're on the offense, or if you're a defenseman, that's closest to the ball when it goes out.
Hey! Or far cross, down side.
You'll go ahead and you'll take over possession for your defensive team.
Jackson, ready?
Number 1, the goalkeeper for Mount Olive outside of his crease. Marshall forechecking. Pass up to the half field line to number 7. Number 7 being harangued. Intercepted by Pope John, and they'll take it the other way. The Lions up the field towards the far sideline.
Keep going,
Again, we'll have names and numbers with the roster, and once they get jerseys for regular season games. You can tell that's Hayden Marshall wearing number 4 for the Lions. Pope John with the shot just over the crossbar, and it goes out of bounds. Number 21 for the Lions, closest to the ball.
1-4-1.
And again, for the opposing teams, usually we'll just have numbers. It's rare we get a roster. If we do, we'll try and recite it throughout the game. But
You're good, Vic. You're good.
for Pope John, we'll have the names and the numbers of everybody playing as the season goes on.
Push. Go ahead, Vic.
Pope John up top. Pass inside. Marshall will run it back to the far sideline.
Cut! Charlie, cut! Cut, Charlie!
Steve running 20 minutes.
Number 7, back to Marshall. Marshall on the right side.
Poke! Just poke!
Move! Move!
Lions looking for penetration, trying to get the ball inside close to the goal. No score here in the scrimmage.
Poke! Poke! Poke!
Pass inside there, the Lions have it. It's knocked out of the cross. Pope John gets it back. Shot on goal. Scores! And the Lions go up 1-0. Pope John with the first goal of the scrimmage. And the Lions take a 1-0 lead.
Attack, switch. Attack, go.
Try and get a name for who scored the goal there.
I only got 2 attacks.
Okay, so it was Vic Fiore with the goal. So Fiore scores for Pope John and puts them up 1-0. Well, the Lions take an early lead. And again, they're not keeping score on any scoreboard. There's no time clock here in the dome.
You guys will be the first 2 names.
Number 2, Vincent Maria there, right in front of us. And Pope John taking the ball up the field. Knocked out of the cross. Ball's on the turf. Picked up by, looks like Johnny Pipper. Had a pass to number 2. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Mount Olive's ball. So, out by Pope John, and Mount Olive will take possession. 1-0 Lions lead. Pass over to number 7 for the Marauders. As they race to the far sideline and into Pope John territory. It's Connor Clifford with the defensive play. And across in the back on number 80 by Mount Olive. And that's going to be a free ball for Mount Olive.
I think it's loose ball. We'll take the possession. Bill, run! Bill, run! Jackson, stay high! Jackson,
Here's
stay
number
high!
80 for Mount Olive. Penetration into the Pope John end.
Shoot, Phil!
Right into the
Shoot,
back.
Phil!
Looking to get a shot off. The pass off to number 37. It's defended by 2 Pope John defenders there.
Good, move and cut! Move and cut!
And number 50 back to 15 for Mount Olive. Shove in the back, still has it as cross. The pass out to number 8. Number 8 for Mount Olive, defended by Michael Forbisano. Goes behind the Pope John net.
Go!
Shot on goal, save Morelli. And it comes back out to middle, right on top of the crease. And number 2, Vincent Maria trying to scoop it up.
Connor!
Pope John possession, and Pope John will go ahead and take it into Mount Olive territory. Here come the Lions. Shot on goal. Kick save and a beauty by number 1 for Mount Olive. Now the ball's loose, and Jesse Maria knocked down number 80 for Mount Olive, and he's going to be called for the foul. And so possession will go the other way.
Possession, right? So, man up.
Jesse Maria will start out with it. No, actually he's going to go into Mount Olive. So substitutions into the game for Pope John, as well as Mount Olive with wholesale substitutions. The Marauders will pick up the ball at the half-field line. Midfield, number 50 racing off the field for Mount Olive. As we'll start up, here's number 14 for the Marauders. Pope John and Mount Olive didn't play last year in the 7th and 8th grade level. So, and they're not on the schedule this year for regular season. So, it should be the only time the Pope John sees Mount Olive. But you never know. They could go ahead and add a game to the schedule later on.
Here, help him!
Anyway, a beneficial schedule for the scrimmage. That way, Lions can see what they need to improve on as the season gets set to start a couple of weeks from now.
You need to get off the line. Alex, get in front of him! Alex, get in front of him!
So Pope John into Mount Olive territory.
Vic, get a touch.
Vic Fiore with it now. Fiore up the near sideline. He's got number 39 for Mount Olive, and he takes the ball away.
Did you guys make sure that he gets this? Because I have to go, and it's not going to be on my back.
Over to 30. That's picked up by number 12 for Pope John. Knocked out of his cross. Ball's on the turf. Who's going to scoop it up? Mount Olive takes it. So the Marauders over the timeline. Defended there by Fiore. Fiore shoving the back on number 7.
Match up, everybody, match up!
Pass into number 8 behind the Pope John goal.
Next whistle, my first attack is going
Round the far wing, over to number 2 for Mount Olive.
11!
Pass to 80.
11! Go!
Back to number 2 on the left wing. Tried to break inside, shot over the crossbar and to the left of the post. It goes out of bounds, and so Mount Olive picks it up.
25 seconds.
Marauders will retain possession.
20 seconds!
Hey, who's got new?
20 seconds!
Who's got new? 14! Watch
Time winding down here in this first quarter. Intercepted by number 12 for Pope John as they race it up the field. The ball comes towards the near sideline, goes out of bounds as the pass just errant, and Mount Olive will take over. 1-0, Pope John leads, and that is the end of the first quarter. So, teams will regroup, and we'll pick up with second quarter action. Pope John leads on a goal by Hayden Marshall, 1-0 over Mount Olive. We'll be back for second quarter action right after this.
That's the exchange.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time because I'm watching the block a little bit, but yeah.
The movement, the toughness on the ground.
Yeah.
One guy's getting in, one guy's getting the ball.
Okay.
These kids are teaching. There's the difference.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I lost my cool, dude, as always. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. But when they call my time out and they kind of knock me out there are people that stand these games last year, and Daytona, here's the thing. So, I would. I'm not saying.
Guys, if you're not getting in, just say, hey, coach, I want to get in.
They need to get moving.
Keep doing their best, all right?
Right, he showed me something.
He did show
It was
us.
awesome. Listen, when he has his burst like that, he's got a lot of his
He was coachable too. Every time we told him to drive, he drove.
Steven, you'll be ready to go.
Just like that's
No, Brody will go. Yeah, if we go offense, Brody.
Welcome back to the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey, just off the campus of Mount Olive High School, as Pope John Junior Lions 7th and 8th grade lacrosse team take on the Mount Olive Marauders. Mike Formisano with you, calling tonight's scrimmage here in Flanders, New Jersey. One correction I want to make, and I just saw it come across the screen from my wife, Kara. Thanks, Kara. I appreciate it. The goal being scored by Vic Fiore and not Hayden Marshall. Just remembering all the goals that Marshall scored in hockey, I guess. It was Vic Fiore who went ahead and put the ball behind the goalkeeper for Mount Olive and gave Pope John their 1-0 lead. So second quarter action now. Teams will change sides. Pope John now going left to right on your screen in their blue pennies and blue shorts. And Mount Olive in their red jerseys with white trim and the white numbers. And they'll go right to left. Second quarter action down here in the scrimmage. 1-0 Pope John leads. There's a whistle for the opening faceoff. Pope John is able to gain possession. 21.
Ryan, come. One, who's ready? Brody, go.
The Lions will move down the field into Mount Olive territory on the far wing. Far shot, saved by the goalkeeper for Mount Olive. Easy save for him. He'll pass it out to number 14 for the Marauders, being guarded by number 45 for Pope John.
Stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back.
Marauders take it down the field on the far sideline. Over to the right wing, number 28 with it now. The pass, number 2, goes out of bounds. He'll remain Mount Olive possession. Early second quarter, Pope John leads on a Vic Fiore goal, 1-0 over Mount Olive.
Andrew, come, quick.
Hey,
Just run off over there by them.
and the box, watch the box.
Well, it's actually going to be Pope John ball, and that is number 56 for Mount Olive. The pass in number 2. The shot, he tried to bounce it off the turf and underneath the crossbar, and it went too high over the crossbar. So Morelli able to defend that well. Mount Olive will retain possession. Number 50 with it now for the Marauders.
Hey, Brody's hot. Brody's the one side.
You should have seen the team before the game. They were excited like it was a regular season matchup.
Brody,
And again, having now played for 10 months, at least on the lacrosse level, you can see why the team would be excited. Number 14 with it on the left wing. Looking to break in towards the goal. Get past number 45, the shot. It was deflected. Goes over to number 50 for the Marauders. Now number 14 with it. Over to 2 on the right side. Back to 14 for Mount Olive.
Go.
In on the Pope John defense, number 45 knocks it out of the cross. It's taken over by number 50 for Mount Olive. Here's number 2, the shot on goal. Save, Morelli. Now number 82 over the crossbar and out of bounds. It'll remain Mount Olive ball, however, but Pope John and Michael Morelli with a big save. They hold on to their 1-0 lead. Again, not really keeping score. It's a scrimmage. There's no clock on the field, so we're keeping it here for our purposes.
Anthony.
It's number 50 on the left side. Pass back out to number 14 for Mount Olive. Over the head of number 2. It's going towards the sideline. Can he race to get it? No. Goes out of bounds, and Pope John will take over. Connor Clifford, wearing number 9 tonight on his pity, will inbound the ball, and he'll bring it into Mount Olive territory. Towards the middle of the field from the far sideline. The pass in, the shot goes wide and off the back netting. And I believe they're going to go ahead and give the ball to Pope John. So the Lions will maintain possession. Behind the goal. Pass out. Shot on goal. He scores. Pope John with a 2-0 lead. Try and figure out as they come to the sideline who scored the goal there.
You take a face off.
Well, couldn't get the name. I will see if I can get it later on. But right now, Pope John with a 2-0 lead as they take it back into Pope John territory. Nope. Face off at center field. Well, the Lions up 2-0 now in the scrimmage.
Andrew, if we win, just come off. Hey, who's in other offense?
It's a face-off won by Pope John. And again, my apologies. Trying to figure out the names and numbers as best as possible.
Okay, Connor, you're ready. Go.
With the amount of new players in, unless they have a name or a number on, like Clifford wearing number 9 there, that helps. Makes it difficult otherwise. Here's Clifford with the shot. Save by the Mount Olive goalkeeper. And he keeps the score 2-0.
Take your time. Let someone play you. Take your time. Walk it up. Let someone play
So the
you.
goalkeeper from Mount Olive will run it up the field, or walk it up the field, I should say, outside the crease. And the pass to number 9. Here's number 21. That's Max LaBanca on it. LaBanca coming in. LaBanca with the shot. Saved by the Mount Olive goalkeeper. Goes towards the sideline. There's Marshall. And he'll pick up the ball as it goes out of bounds. It'll be Pope John possession. Here's Marshall in. Marshall with the shot. A big save by the Mount Olive goalkeeper, denying Marshall. And so the pass over the head of number 88. Ball goes to number 50 for Mount Olive. Number 50 in the shot. Save, Morelli. Great save. Getting the stick up and blocking the ball with his cross.
5 minutes, Coach. Number 3 behind you.
5 minutes, Coach.
5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Up.
Lions leading 2-0.
Help him.
It's number 2 for Pope John. Goes behind the the Pope John net.
Go to the goal.
Mount Olive, number 3, picks it up. The ball goes out of bounds.
What are you doing, man? Pick up the
The
ball.
Marauders will keep possession. 2-0. Pope John leading over Mount Olive.
88 right away. Manny, look to the wing. Come on. Go, guys. 88.
Katie Dodge, go! Katie, go!
And number 50, pass from number 66 goes out of bounds. And so Pope John will take possession. Pass just went over the cross of number 50. And so the Lions will take over.
To get in the hole and you just cover.
Pass over to Morelli, right in front of the net.
Guys, your man when they're at X. You need to get in the
Over
hole.
to his defenseman.
Go get the ball.
Wait, Steven, get there, Steven. Push him out of bounds.
Pass comes out to number 2. I believe that's Vincent Jesse Maria. Here's Jesse Maria over the half-field line. Jesse Maria coming in on the right side. Ball knocked out of his cross.
Chase it! Chase it!
Vic, if they get it, come.
Scrum for it, number 3 from Mount Olive, knocks it towards the sideline. We'll see who gains possession. I think it's going to be
Match up!
Mount Olive.
Shorty.
Steven! Get in!
Connor, just hang out here. Never mind, go. Go to Connor.
Pass over to Clifford up top. Connor Clifford with it. Clifford looks to wind up. Fake. Now the shot. And saved by the Mount Olive goalkeeper. It's loose right on the side of the net. Trying to pick it up.
Go, Connor.
Clifford scoops it up off the turf. Takes it towards the far sideline.
Who's on ball?
And the pass back out. Fake shot.
Great fake shot. No one's paying attention.
Ball's loose on the turf. Yeah, scrum for it there is Mount Olive. Pope John fighting to pick it up. The ball could be tough picking it up off the turf there. And the Mount Olive goalkeeper will take possession.
As you're ready, we need defense, bro. You want to go run defense? You want to go?
He's walking out of his crease, looking to pass it off.
Here, come back.
He fires it downfield
Go!
to number 7 for the Marauders.
Number 14.
Pass over to number 49. 49 on the far wing, and we got a whistle.
Defense, bring it in.
And we got a timeout for Mount Olive. We'll take one as well. 2-0 Pope John. Just a couple of minutes to go here in the second quarter. We'll be right back to the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey, right after this.
Here, offense over here.
Good stuff. It's tough without the rosters.
No, I know you're trying. I hope you can dub out some of the coaches screaming.
Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, usually I go ahead and just. It's so tough in here because it's just, there's no. And I thought it was going to be netting all around there. I was like, do you mind if I go ahead and just get away from the netting? He's like, oh, yeah, come on the field on the sideline. All right, that's cool. But
wherever you want, if you want to get a better spot, man.
No, anywhere in midfield is usually pretty good, but I just don't want to get in anybody's way.
Good stuff.
Well, I'm just getting my workout in,
Getting your steps in.
and then I'm like behaving. It's fucking on fire. I lose myself. I'm a hothead.
Wake up. Let's go.
I mean, like, are we like...
Reel me in, Johnny. Reel me in. Just be like, Johnny, you're doing it again.
Welcome back to the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey, off the campus of Mount Olive High School. For Pope John Junior Lion Lacrosse, 7th and 8th grade. Mike Corpusano along with you. Calling tonight's scrimmage as Pope John leads 2-0 late in the second quarter. Victor Fiore with the first goal. Don't have a name on the second. Try and find that out for you later on. But again, no clock on the field, no score. And again, with the jerseys, trying our best. With no names, no numbers, but try and make it out as best as possible. In the meantime, close game between Pope John and Mount Olive so far. Clearly played, and so we'll run down these last few minutes. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And then we'll take a break and we'll pick up another feed for the second half. Here's number 14 for Mount Olive.
Hey, Vinny, you're the high side. Vinny, you're 1. You're ready to slide.
Coming in towards the goal. Shot just wide right of the post. And Morelli chasing it down to make sure Pope John's close. Didn't get there in time as number 8 for Mount Olive was positioned behind the net. So the Marauders will take it. Pass into number 50. 50 on the near wing. Coming in on Morelli, the shot. He scores. Number 50 puts it behind Michael Morelli. And Mount Olive's on the board. It's 2-1, Pope John. So less than 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. And Mount Olive finds the scoreboard. Number 50 with the goal for the Marauders. Cuts the Pope John lead in half.
I don't know really where the wing is, so just kind of stand next to each other.
Brody Pielick in front of us. He may have had the second goal. It's tough for me to say because I wasn't able to get any kind of discerning marker on the Lion who tallied the second goal for Pope John.
Good fight, Ryan.
Mount Olive wins the faceoff. This is number 7 with the pass up. Number 2 running towards the near sideline. It's number 54 for Mount Olive in the corner. Pass in front to 14. Doesn't get there. And a big collision between 14 for Mount Olive and a Pope John defender. He's able to pass it into Morelli, who will make the save. Michael Morelli will walk it up the field.
Here.
Passes it all the way down the field. Past the attackers for Pope John, and it goes towards the Mount Olive goal. And so the goalkeeper's playing catch. Now the pass to number 2, and there's a whistle, and that's the half. Well, Pope John with 2 goals to start the scrimmage, and then number 54, Mount Olive, gets the Marauders on the board, and your score at halftime, it's Pope John 2, Mount Olive 1. We'll take a break. We'll come up with a new feed right here on this channel for second half action. We're at the half inside the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey. It's Pope John 2, Mount Olive 1. We'll be back for second half action after halftime.
Best team ever.